that, I mean, obviously you're now doing UFC and everything. It's so cool to watch you do that, but where did you start? When did you start training?
Well, so I started training because of my dad. He come from martial arts. He's from the judo. He's a master in judo. So he put me and my sister in judo when we were little girls.
Okay.
And when I started judo, I already knew that that's what I want to do. I always loved the martial arts, and also I always had love for sport. So I try and I did all the sports you can imagine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then you started in judo, and then did you just when did you start doing jiu-jitsu?
Well, so I started doing judo, and then after I went to Muay Thai when I was
Oh,
15 years old. So I started
nice.
doing my striking, and I did some Muay Thai tournaments, some amateur fights, and then I had the invited to go for MMA. So that's why I started jiu-jitsu, because we need jiu-jitsu and MMA.
Yes,
Right?
you have to. You kind of have no
Yeah,
choice.
exactly. So I was like 17 years old, I started jiu-jitsu. And then
Nice.
when I did my 18 years old, I did my first pro MMA fight in
Okay.
MMA. Yeah.
And which where was that? Where was the
And
fight?
it was in Brazil, in São Paulo.
How was that? How was
It,
that
wa-
for you?
I was super excited. I thought my girl, she was a little bit heavier. She didn't make the weight. And then the fight was like less than 1 minute. And I finished the ground, I armbar her with a triangle. And I was like, whoa, I want to do this it again. And now I want
Yes.
to have more the feeling. The feeling is great, the adrenaline. I see, I wanna bang more with these girls. I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, that's fun.
Exactly. So it got me more exciting, more motivated, and yeah, that's how I got in.
That's so awesome. So then, like, you were in Brazil. When did you come over here?
I were in Brazil. I finished my graduation at my university in physical education for 4 years, and then after that, I had inviting to go to Japan. So
Ooh.
I lived in Japan in 2017 for 1 year,
Okay.
fighting an event there. And then at the end of the year, I came to US to fight the no-gi worlds as a purple belt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I came here. And then I met Virginia, his family. Then I came straight to Paragon,
Yeah.
and I will stay out of MMA for 2 years just to focus on my jiu-jitsu and fighting the big tournaments right here in California, the Worlds, the Pan Ams. So it was great for my career. And
Yes.
then after I back to MMA straight in. Yeah.
That's so you've pretty much been fighting always.
Oh yeah, all my life.
That's literally, that's so cool.
Literally,
And so for you, like, I see you train hard and I
yeah.
respect it. I love it because, like, I'm a trainer, I'm a personal trainer. And so I love when I see people so dedicated, right? I see you
Yeah.
working hard. So, do you want to talk a little bit about like what you do as a fighter? Like, how often do you train every day? Do you like, what do you, just if you don't mind, like, kind of, because I'm going to try and start getting, into
Right,
this. And
right.
I'm like, it's a lot, right? Like,
I think MMA fighters we're a little bit more extreme,
mhm.
because we do mixer martial arts, so we have to do a lot of different martial arts.
Yep.
So in it, we have to watch the diet, we have to be good in your mind. It's a lot of things going on, and some people don't realize much, but our job is one of the hardest one, I think.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because you're putting your body through the ringer and your mental, like everything, like every
Yeah,
day.
you gotta try being the day of your fight like 100%,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, so my routine every day is a little bit different, but I do 3 to 4 trainings every day. I think I'm a little bit crazy. People tell me crazy, but
I'm the same
you know,
way. So I get it.
everybody have a craziness. So yeah, I do like 8 hours per day training, 6 to 8
Nice.
hours,
Nice.
and
Nice.
I drive a lot. I go to a lot of different gyms too. I have
Yep.
my main gyms here in Ventura, but I do have a lot of other gyms I go for looking for trainings, and different styles. So
Yep.
yeah, for me, it's super busy. I go wrestling 7 a.m., then I go Muay Thai right away after, and then
Nice.
I go and I teach also Jiu Jitsu
Yep.
between my trainings, you know, and then I go strength conditioning, and then I train in Jiu Jitsu and I try to finish sometimes with recover, some sauna, go back to my house like 10 p.m., go sleep 11 p.m., wake up
Yep.
6 a.m., like
Do the whole thing again.
all thing again.
Yes. And so you probably take good care of yourself, right? Like getting yourself like massages and
Yes.
doing a lot of recovery because that's so important with how much you do, right? Like,
No, yeah, I have to be like I think it's more feeling. No, I always have to pay attention what my body feeling, what my body wants about overtrainings,
yes.
or like when you're so sore, where you have to work more, what you have to watch it.
Yep.
No, you're always watching what you eat too. Like
Yeah.
our diet, what you eat, what you put in your body for your performance is like, super important.
And one thing that
Yeah.
I've noticed as a female, like even you have to even be careful with how hard we train because our hormones, right? Like I
Yeah.
noticed
Yeah.
sometimes I train so hard and cut so low that I like
Mm-hmm.
everything got, I had to like be mindful, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta like balance that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
and and so for you being a female fighter, like there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women who get a little nervous to train, right? And fight.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think obviously having a certain grittiness and mentality, obviously, those of us. But what would you recommend to maybe like that shyer woman, right? Who's like never done anything, but like I think all
Mm-hmm.
women should know, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
what would you say to somebody?
Well, I think I have some girls coming to the gym to train in jiu-jitsu and they're a little bit shy because there's a bunch of guys in the gym.
Yes. Yes.
There's not a lot of girls. So I try to feel them a lot of welcome and try partnering up first with the girls. And I know some guys, they're really, really, really cool or really polite.
Yes.
They're really gonna help the girls, So I try bring it those guys more with these girls first to feel them
Yes.
more welcome. And I would tell the girl to try to relax and let it go, and try to learn from the person next to you, from the person is your partner in the training, it
Yes.
be consistent, it's not like try one time, oh, I feel shy, I'm not gonna go back again tomorrow. No, give it a month, like
Yes.
push yourself a little bit, like 1 month, no, I'm gonna do this, like 1 month, liking or not, I wanna try martial arts. So I think you should give at least a month,
Yes.
to feel if you really like that, if it really is for you or not, you
Yes.
know
I agree
yeah.
entirely. For you, like what is your favorite part right now? Because I'm sure it changes every year of training, right? Like sometimes you like the stretch more sometimes, right? Like so like or do you like all the same or do you have a preference for one you enjoy the
Oh,
most right now? Oh, is it breaking up a little
I'm
bit?
I'm sorry, you cut for me a little bit. I couldn't hear.
Did it come back now? Can you hear me
It's good.
now? Let's
Not
see.
yet, not yet.
Let's see. Think that it's the now.
How about now?
Yes, sorry about that. Sorry, I live up in Big Bear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear it, but not good.
Dang. Yes, the mountains are stuck right now. Sorry about that. Let me. No one else is on. To hear.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear
Let's
you,
see.
but you're blurry.
Okay. Well, as long as we could hear each other, that's good.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
It's,
I live in Big Bear. I live in Big Bear, so sometimes our signals, and we had like a fire yesterday up here.
uh,
Sometimes it gets a little weird sometimes. So my apologies for that. Um,
no, now
so
you're back pretty good
okay,
now.
perfect, good. Yeah, no, Big Bear does that sometimes. I'm telling you, living in the mountains is a whole other like things get weird up here sometimes. Like sometimes there'll be a bear outside my window and I have no signal. It's great. So
No, we're
um,
back. That's all matters.
so what I was asking is for you with all the different styles of training you're doing right
Right,
now,
right.
do you find one that you enjoy more than the other? Like, because I know like right now, like for me, I'm really enjoying the striking, right? Like I think it's a lot of fun.
Right,
I love
right.
jujitsu, obviously, but I'm assuming sometimes maybe you have one you like more or
Well, I really enjoy what I do and I love what I do, and I'm always exciting for my next sessions. Oh, when is my next sessions? You know,
yes, yes,
I love the training. I love to put the work in. I love to be the first one be in the mats and the last one to go out. Like
yes,
that's my thing, you know,
yeah,
like, and I like to push everybody with me too. Like, oh, I'm gonna finish my training with some abs. Okay, I bring everybody, let's go, you know, like everybody
yes,
with me, you know, everybody pushing each other. I like this energy, you know. So I don't have a favorite one. I can tell I have a favorite one. I love all
you
my
just love it
trainings.
all.
Yeah, but sometimes like in jiu-jitsu, we have like a period like, oh, I really love training with the gi. And then after like 2 years, you start to do more no-gi. You say, oh,
Yep.
I like it more no-gi, you know. You know,
Yes,
you
yes,
always
yes.
you always have these times, you know.
It's true.
But right now in all my trainings, I have been enjoying everything I'm doing.
That's so awesome.
Everything I go, I'm having learning something new. Like I'm
Yes,
addicted in learning things, you know, and
yes,
I love to study martial arts and learning the technique and study like deep inside, not about just that the technique, more about what the technique transfer for you. It can help heal other people, you know.
yes.
I like that. So yeah, I've been enjoying every session.
And it's funny because like when I first started jujitsu, I started in just jujitsu. But now
Mm-hmm.
I'm also doing wrestling, judo,
You
and
see?
strike. And I feel like I enjoy it even more. It's weird. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it made it like because now I understand how they can intertwine
yeah, yeah.
and why we do this because maybe now we can do this or you know what I mean? And it
Yeah, exactly. So when I we start doing wrestling, I came from judo, right? And when I
yes,
started doing wrestling, I said, "Oh man, it's so similar." And then I could bring it this technique for this technique and put together. And
yes.
I was like, my mind was blowing. I said, "Oh, I love this."
Yeah, yeah, right? I was
Yeah.
surprised that they had a hip toss in wrestling. I didn't know. I was like, "Oh,
Right.
that's so cool." Like, I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is connecting, you know, martial arts is we all connect.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And th
good.
and that's one thing I've always loved about Paragon is that friend Gina always encouraged us to, like, do it all or, like, cross train.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Virginia, his mind is like amazing. I love
Yes.
him. I love Virginia so much. Yeah, he always like, oh, you want to go? Yes, please go and bring it in here too. You know, we always welcome. Like
Yes.
yesterday, I got some I got 5 different gyms to come to Paragon, and we
Oh,
have like MMA training, and
that's so
it
cool.
was great. We had like
That
five
sounds so
different gyms, like sharing knowledges, you know, like help each other getting better, you know.
yes.
This old mentality, like, oh, you're cruelty, or you cannot go to this gym, you're not loyal, like this is like exist anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in your heart, you know, like you go
Yeah.
there, you learn with the person, but you know where's your home it is, you
Yes.
know, like
Yes.
this is old thing. We are in a different world now.
I agree, and that's one
Yeah,
thing I think that I'm very lucky I started with Paragon because I
yeah,
never had to experience that, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So I definitely tell everyone try and find somewhere like that,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
family, and everything. So for
yeah. This
you,
is awesome.
it is. So for you right now, I'm assuming you have probably different fights coming up and everything. So do you just stay ready like basically all the time so that if at any moment you had to compete or fight, you're good to go? Is that kind of the mentality you keep, would you say?
Yes, I try keeping this mentality actually every day. You know, not only when I fight, but like that's the way I think we. Not everybody should be, but the way I think we can think to do our best and the moments we need to be savage and every day in our life to be a better person, and always help somebody.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's my one of my big goals. Okay, I want to be a champ, good, but it's not only be a champ. I want to motivate all the people in older
Yes.
generations, the new generations to believe that they can do too, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And definitely you're very inspirational for a lot of women, you know,
yeah,
because because you're doing so good, you work so hard, and it shows, when you're
yeah,
in the
yeah.
ring, when you're in your tournaments, you do so good. So,
Yeah, thank you.
so thank you for inspiring all of us, and you have a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. Do you also have a judo black belt?
I
I'm
do,
assuming.
I
I would
do, I
assume so. Yeah,
do.
I'm assuming. Um, that is so cool. And so for you being a female with those, that's a huge accomplishment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And yet you're still humble, right? And that's one thing I love. I love that.
Oh,
So
thank you.
and and do you have any advice for any women right now who are maybe wanting to start being MMA, right?
Well, first, I think you gotta have the fire in you if you really want to
Hmm.
have the MMA. I think we all fighters have, well, we're a little bit crazy. We a little have that little switch in us. You know, if you love that, if you look, oh, I want to be a fighter, I want to be an MMA fighter. Everybody wants to be an MMA fighter. Everybody wants to be a fighter. But you gotta really have be committed to that, to the
Yes.
lifestyle. You gotta sometimes not do some fun things to full dedication in your dream, you
Yep.
know,
Hmm.
and or sometimes leave your family like me to, because you have to in this time of your career to make things happen,
Yeah.
so you gotta be ready for these things, and
Yes.
I think you might is like put this in your mind first, like, no, I'm ready to do this big step, like full commit, full dedication, so if you want one like that, I would say like we can never give up, you're gonna have a lot of downs,
Yes.
and
Oh
so you're
yeah.
gonna have some good ups, but you're gonna have a lot of downs, and you gotta love yourself first. You gotta like embrace your power, because we do have a lot of power as a woman. And you're gonna find that, and I think any martial arts help you to find the confidence, the power we have,
Yes.
and use that power for our favor, to keep us never give up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I will look that people love you around, that trying to get the friends you love, the friend that people
Yes.
love you around you more on
Hmm.
that circle, and try to find the love in yourself and the confidence and put this out there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So the mindset and the environment is just as important as the training as well,
Yes, yes, 100%, I would say.
and
Yeah.
having a good support team and
Good
everything.
friends, people
Super
want to
important.
help you.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, you gotta
Yes.
you gotta find the things to help you.
Yes. And,
Yeah.
and 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 that's how I am. Like I live up here, but I drive, I go, to fight.
Yeah.
You have to sometimes, right?
You
And
have to.
to build
Yeah.
that because,
Yeah, I drive a lot every
yep.
day. I had to
Mhm.
go to LA, I had to go to the valley, jump to one gym and another,
Yep.
It's my sacrifice. I have to do it.
But when it's your life, that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's and so for jujitsu tournaments, obviously, since you're always doing MMA, obviously you're pretty much always ready for jujitsu tournaments. But then,
Yes.
do you sometimes have to remember like the like certain things? I mean, you're black belt, so obviously there's not very many restrictions for you to compete.
Mm-hmm.
But when you were a lower belt, was it kind of hard sometimes? Because that's what I'm worried about. Like, because I'm a
Mm.
purple belt and I have to put
Right.
them. I'm like, oh, how do I remember like not to toe hold or not to,
Oh,
like the, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, the
Like,
rules, the rules, like to
yeah,
not get disqualified and all
yeah,
these
I'm
things.
a little worried about it because I
Well, I never had that problem. Actually, I was wonder sometimes,
okay,
because
yeah,
but I never had that problem when I go, like,
okay.
I already know, like,
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm
yeah,
like
it's
worried
already
about,
in
like
my
I
head.
know, but I'm worried about it, like because I'm so used to it and I'm like, oh no,
You're
like
right.
I don't
No,
want
I
to
gotta
like
like,
don't touch
but
it.
you gotta control. You know, I had a student. He just went to fight in LA Open, and I think it's the guy hit him in the face, but not for
It was an accident.
it was an
Yeah,
accident.
it happens.
But he got like, oh damn, I want to finish it now, and then he did a rip. He tried a knee bar. He was a blue belt. I was like, dude, like,
Yeah, no, isn't that not so brown belt, right? For the knee.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I know. Darn.
But he's already in his game because he does a
Yes,
lot of that. And then he was like, oh man, I got him in my face. Okay, I'm gonna knee bar you, you know.
it was like an automatic.
It
Yeah,
was automatic, you know.
yes, yes.
But this has never happened to me.
And so that's what I'm worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope that doesn't happen to me.
No,
Like,
you'll be
I'm gonna have
fine.
to think about it. So, but as a black belt, obviously, you're allowed like the heel hooks, the
Yeah,
compression
yeah,
locks, all
yeah.
that.
I think now we know you. We can do heel hooks. We can do like real jiu-jitsu. I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like we can
yeah.
do everything.
Do they even allow like slicers and stuff too at black and nogi?
Yes, yes, yes.
I like that. I like
Me
that.
too.
Yeah, that's cool. Something to
Yeah.
look ahead. Yes.
I wish I could find more nogi now too. And I always talk to friends and say, "Oh, I got an offer to do this super fight," you know.
Yes.
And we cannot lose the folks right now. So I gotta hold myself a little bit. So I
Yep.
cannot be there competing a lot.
Yep. Yep.
Jiu-jitsu, right? I gotta focus more on my MMA career.
Absolutely. The super
Yeah,
fights are a little different because it's no gi and you can do more, but otherwise,
yeah.
it kind of you.
It's more about like getting hurt, you know, like
Yes.
that's all that like in your mentality. It's hard to try folks to be a champion two things, you know. If you really want one thing, you gotta give it all to that thing.
And from what I've found in jujitsu, you could go to jujitsu and be tired or maybe and still be okay. But with striking, I found like you can't be
You
like,
gotta be on
no,
it.
you can't be tired. You're gonna get popped in the face if you're not paying attention, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna make a
yeah,
mistake and then they capitalize on it and it's over. And so that
yeah,
is one thing I will say, because you're a striker, you do have to have that laser focus, right?
yeah. You do have to be attention all the time.
So I'm
Yeah, you
assuming
can blink.
yeah, no,
No
yep.
blink.
And I'm assuming sleep then must be extremely important for you then, right? Because
Yes,
yes. So do you have anything you do to help you with sleep? I know that sounds
I
like a weird
do.
question, but I
No, I
feel like
do.
no one talks about that and it's super important.
Yes,
Okay.
I have my strength conditioning. He's like a oldest brother for me. He's super smart and he super. I think all my team is super dedicated on me. You know,
Yes.
and he's very smart. So he gives my sleep schedule too. I have a sleep
Nice.
schedule.
He's on it. That is what's up.
It is on. So I do a cold shower before
Okay.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also have a protocol I do for breath exercise, a breath
Okay.
exercise. So I do that both together. So I finish shower and then I'm ready to sleep. We do some protocols. You get a number and you put in a formula and they give how much you have inhale, how much you have exhale, and hold your breath. You know, I do
Yeah.
that for 5 or 10 minutes, and then help me to recover, help me to get more in a deeper sleep.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And you found since you started doing this, do you just sleep way better?
I sleep way better. And I wake up and I feel like ready to go. Yeah, like
And is
yeah, I'm
there
not
anything
feeling lazy. Yeah, I'm not feeling lazy at all.
like you feel
Yeah.
energy right when you wake up?
Energy. I feel like I even if I don't have enough sleep and I only have to sleep like 5 hours and I do the breath work, I wake up and I feel like I sleep 6, 7 hours.
Most likely you got more REM. So that's why,
Yes.
yeah, you got deeper sleep. And
Yeah.
do you avoid like maybe like, I know it sounds weird, but do you avoid looking at like screens and phones before bed?
Yes, we do
Because I
that
know,
too.
okay.
Yes. Yeah, I don't have TV in my room. I try to get my room dark, you
Yes.
know, and my phone is stay away from me, turning down. And I
Yep.
like
Yep.
my coach say you should take your phone to a different like
Yeah.
put in
Because,
the
yeah.
kitchen,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's why he recommends me. But it's hard because I use my phone for alarm, so I just put
Yes.
in the sleep mode.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
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 because even though I know it sounds weird, but even the Wi-Fi and everything
it
can
is.
disrupt your sleep, right? That's
Yes,
why, like, I try to turn everything off in the room,
yeah, that
because
helps. That
yeah,
helps.
hmm
Yeah.
no try no lights and see. And that's the one thing that I feel, because I'm a coach too, and people do
Mm-hmm.
not talk about the importance of the recovery,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like the sleep, the massages, the saunas,
yeah,
the supplements, the nutrition. Like that's, I almost feel like
yeah.
sometimes
Oh, I
more.
love sauna. I'm trying to do sauna at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in the week.
It feels so good.
Yeah, it feels so good. Yeah.
Do you do infrared sauna too, or just the
I never
hot sun?
I never did the infrared. I do the dry sauna. I love the
Okay.
dry sauna.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm going to be trying to get one of those up here because they're so good
Nice.
for recovering your cells,
Yeah,
like from,
especially in the Big Bear, it'll be awesome to have a
oh, yeah,
sauna there.
with the altitude and everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then yesterday we just did ice bath too.
Oh,
Everybody
see,
did too.
yeah, I need to get one of those up here because that's important too, especially when you're all like after a hard sparring session,
Oh
you're all,
yeah, hard
oh
week
man.
session. You need that. You need the ice.
And it's hard, but I mean, you just got to mentally tell yourself, I need this, right? And try.
Yes.
And the one thing
Yes.
people have a hard time is to relax in the ice bath.
Exactly. It's another challenge. So you gotta coordinate your mind, your breathing, and everything is going on. It's
Because if
good.
you don't relax it, you lose all the benefit, in my
Yeah,
opinion, of the ice
yeah,
bath. It
for
has
sure.
to.
I think in anything you're doing, you gotta really put your mind on it.
Hmm.
Even when you're doing a lifting exercise or something in the gym, if
Yes.
you not connect to your muscle in your body,
Yes.
it's not why you're doing that.
Well, then
It's
the
not.
wrong ones are
Yeah,
working. They're not
yeah,
even, yeah, yeah. It's and you know this because you studied, obviously,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you already have a better knowledge for yourself because you
Hmm.
understand kinesiology.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that definitely helps.
Oh, that helped me. Yeah, for sure.
It definitely helped. And I feel like I noticed with the striking, it helped me understand like the triple extension, everything more,
Yeah.
right?
And then
So,
when you teach it too, I think when you teach, this is
yes.
helping way more. It's kind of you
Yes.
studying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. You're breaking down the technique.
Yes.
It's cool.
It
Yeah,
made me but so much better because I had to think about like, well, why do I do this?
yeah,
And
yeah,
every little step, because you don't want to miss a step, right? Like
yeah. You don't want to miss the details. Yeah, it's
the little adjust, and then you're like,
little just.
yeah, yeah, little this, little that, and then you're like, oh, that's why. Oh, and then you realize you do it way better because
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's perfect.
I love it. Well, I mean, I think it's so great that there's more women getting into fighting,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think that more of us should do it, and we should all encourage each other to keep
yeah,
on
I
keep on
agree.
training. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I have been doing some not this year yet, but I will some seminars self-defense for you women.
Ooh,
Yeah, I did last
I'll have you come
year
here. That's
3 or 4, and this year looking forward to do more to bring the girls together and help it.
Yeah, let's have you
Yeah,
do some of those up here in Big Bear.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely. Because there's a lot of women up back on the backside in Bakersfield too. They'll
Mm-hmm.
probably come up. We'll get them all. We'll get a nice
Yeah,
big. Yeah, let's do it.
sounds good.
Sweet. Well, is there anything, is there anyone who you would like to take the time to maybe thank or, talk to, like, shout out for all of everything, just to,
Yeah, shout out for all my teammates been helping with me since I got in US. A special thank you for Erica and Frangia. They like my mom and dad right here, and all the family. They are, no words can describe the love I have for this family. It's crazy.
yeah, they're amazing people.
They're super special people. And my strength conditioning coach, Alex, my boxing coach, Ross, Carl, my wrestling, my Black House family, Saxons. Oh, I have so much. My friends come to help me, Little Monster, Vanessa, Sabina, Pira, Mackenzie, like they all have been helping so much.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, oh, everybody involved in my life is like special for me.
Yes, that's so
Yeah, and
awesome.
thank you for you to help me here today.
Oh, of course. No, thank
Yeah,
you. And I'm going to be
yeah, my
coming.
family in Brazil is watching me right now too. I love you guys so much.
Hi. That's so awesome.
Yeah,
That's so awesome.
they're my motivate every day too. My family. Yeah.
Yeah, and kudos to them for getting you into that so
Right.
young. Yeah, you guys created a beast. All right. She's on the hunt. well,
Yeah,
well, I'll be seeing you probably like next week. I'm gonna come down there if you're
perfect.
in town. So,
Yeah,
well, thank you so much for this. So much. I
welcome.
really appreciate it. Everybody, watch her journey. She works super hard. If you need motivation, go follow her. Okay. Tabitha Baby Shark Richie on Instagram. I'm sure you have many other
Yeah.
platforms. Follow her. Get motivated.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
All
appreciate it.
right. All right, everybody, have a blessed Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Okay. Bye.
Bye.